Okay, as you can see, since the last time that we talked about Jasmy Coin, we had this move on the downside, but after it, we had this very quick bounce back, which is kind of a relief. And also, I think we might actually have a bullish setup in here in Jasmy Coin's chart, which suggests soon we may get a big move on the upside. In this video, I am going to talk to you about those scenarios, and I'm going to tell you what is my invalidation point for the bullish possibility. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about Jasmy Coin, I believe we were somewhere around these areas, and I was saying, look, there is a chance that this move down right in here is going to be a correction structure and not an impulsive movement. Why is that? Because relative to this move on the upside, this move down seems to be not that strong, which is a very important characteristic of, you note if you're a regular viewer, correction structure that suggests after our move down is over, we might get some more big moves on the upside. And if you are a new viewer, I should tell you, the reason that we got this move down was because of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, and the fact that we had this very strong resistance area from weekly and daily time frame at the same time around this region between, let's say, 2.8 to about 3.1 cents. So made perfect sense for us to say, you know what, by the first time that we are going to touch this region, we're going to get a rejection from it. However, I think we may not stay under this area that long, and soon I'm expecting a big move on the upside. Now, let's go on some lower time frames, maybe 30-minute chart, and see what is going on in like very short term right in here. So here is the situation. The reason for what I said at the beginning of the video, this move up is kind of a relief, is because as you can see, we got it off of this very important, let's say, broken resistance area. And we can say, you know what, this is just a very simple pullback and we can continue our move on the upside. Now, what if we get a move down and take this? Is that going to invalidate our whole bullish possibility? I would say no, but it's not going to be necessarily a good sign either. However, I think there's a chance that we may not get that move. You see, in my analysis, I use a lot of Elliott waves. And if you want to argue, for example, we are going to have our final bottom around this area. Maybe this is like a very important support. Then, okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low in this region, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. The rules for it are, we shouldn't have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of impulsive structure, wave 3 right in here should not be the smallest wave. And in terms of the sub waves, we must have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's just do this, draw the waves in here. There we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. Maybe, yeah, sure, an ABC into wave 4 and a WXY structure into wave 2. Understood? Okay, let's go on the live chart and see why now in the short term I would like to be a bit optimistic. So let's actually go on 5-minute time frame, and I want you to fully understand I'm not doing this in a regular basis. No, I don't usually go on such lower time frames in order to find the waves, but I would like to do it this time because of educational purposes. And I think, again, this is a very important point, I think there's a chance this might be a wave 1 and then A, B, C flat structure into wave 2, decent move up, and I think I can actually find an impulse to probably about this point into wave 3, correction for 4, and this can be another move on the upside into wave 5 to about this high. So let's have a quick conclusion. You see, off of this very important area, we got a bounce back, and our bounce back, there is a chance that it might be in form of an impulse. I'm not saying this is 100% the case. No, there is no certainty in any market, and we cannot say anything for sure. I'm just trying to get it right 6 out of 10 times. And when I see the structures, I am going to show it to you guys. Now, what's the meaning of having an impulse in here? It means maybe in Jasmy Coin, the bottom is actually in, and for example, we can have, if hopefully everything goes well, wave up into a wave 1. This move down might be a correction for wave 2, and after it's over, we can expect a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, which in this series of waves, I'm expecting Jasmy Coin to get a solid break of this strong resistance area. And this is the main point. If, or let's say, when we get a break of this region, because above it, we're not having a whole lot of strong supports, at that point, I'm going to tell you guys, you know what, from here, we can expect easily another very fast and very strong 50% move up in order to take the previous major high right in here around 4.5 cents. So the road on the upside after getting a break of this thing is going to be much more clear. But as long as we are staying under it, we might do some more consolidations. Again, doesn't really matter. Now, here's a question. At what point am I going to say, you know what, maybe we're not going to have a bullish scenario for now? I'm going to tell you that my invalidation point for my bullish scenario that I'm thinking of at the moment is going to be taking the lowest low in this region around, let's say, 1.8 cents. So in other words, if you see a move down from here, and in that move, we take this low, at that point, I'm going to tell you, we're not going to be completely bearish in Jasmy Coin, but we can expect some more consolidation to come in here. And thereafter it, if I see the rest structures, I'm going to be bullish and say we're going to get a big move up. But again, as long as we're not there yet and we're not taking this low, I'm going to stick with my bullish scenario that suggests, you know what, maybe this is going to be starting from the lowest low of wave 1, correction for wave 2, and we are on our way to have a huge move on the upside into wave 3 and then correction for 4, and after it's over, we can expect another huge move on the upside into wave 5. And because extension happening into wave 5 is kind of a regular thing in the crypto market, I can tell you, look, this wave 5 might actually get quite extended and we might go above 10 to 15 cents. I think that is very much possible and in the cards. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. When you go on some hard time frames, for example, daily chart, in my opinion, you can clearly identify from the lowest low in here around 0.0026, 5 wave up into wave 1, correction for wave 2. This is a huge and a very clear 5 up into wave 3. And according to this thing, this whole move down is just going to be a correction for 4. And after it's over, or maybe it's over already, we're going to get a big move on the upside into wave 5. This is the main reason for why I am so optimistic in Jasmy Coin. Now, if you want to say we're not going to have a move up in Jasmy Coin anymore, and from here we're going to get a big move down in order to set new lows, then okay, I'm going to tell you, for me, that scenario, at least at the moment, is a bit likely. When am I going to say maybe that's in play? When we get a solid break of this very important support region and then pullback and a continuation of the move down. When we do something like this, at that point, I'm going to change my bullish tone and not be optimistic anymore. However, for now, and as long as we're not there, in my opinion, we are looking fantastic. And I do believe that we're going to have another big move on the upside, maybe another 5 to 6x move starting from here. Now, in the short term, I think there is a chance that the bottom is going to be in. Why is that? Because in this initial move up off of the lowest low, I believe we are having 5 up, probably into a wave 1. This whole move is just a correction for wave 2. And right now, we might be on our way to have a big move on the upside into wave 3. And then I'm expecting a correction for 4 and then another move on the upside into wave 5. And in like very short term, there is a chance that the bottom is going to be in right in here, because off of it, I can find some sort of an impulse and followed by that a correction, which suggests maybe in the next couple of days, we are going to start another phase of the bull run in Jasmy Coin. And the real show, in my opinion, is going to start when we get a break of this resistance area. And why is that? Because above it, we're not actually having a whole lot of strong resistances. So for me, it makes perfect sense to say when we get a break of this region, our move up at that point is going to accelerate quite a lot. And you are going to see something very special then. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Jasmy Coin's price chart. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.